Hey baddies, it's Lola, but in my second video, my shopping haul video, I told you that I would eventually upload a video about why I cut my hair. And you might be thinking, what, Lola, that's crazy. It's such a weird video to make, like you just cut your hair. But I don't think people realize how deep and how personal it really was for that. Oh God. But so I just finished my skincare. I'm gonna take out my hair, might braid it. You might hear that go off a couple times. But oh good Lord. Just ignore it, please. But so I'm gonna tell you guys. So my parents, throughout their marriage, it was pretty toxic. There was a lot of fighting, and it was just really bad, especially for someone as young as me to witness. And then like one day I don't even remember, it may have been during like winter break because I wasn't at school. I didn't have school for a couple weeks. So I think it was during winter break. I was chilling at home. It was like a Thursday because my mom was at work. And my father, he had just had surgery and on his knee. So he was told to stay in bed. So he was on the couch, which if y'all are gonna come after me like, hey, that's not a bed. I don't mean like bed, I just mean like resting. But he was told to stay on the couch and just rest while his knee healed. So we were just laying on the couch and playing some dumb video game that was like really popular in 2018. And he like kind of snapped at me. He was like, Lola, go clean up your toys in the kitchen. And so for context, in our old house, we had this little area between our living room and our kitchen. It wasn't really either one, it was just kind of there. And he told me to go clean up this little toy play kitchen that me and my little sister would play at all the time. And so I had recognized that this might be one of his bipolar schizophrenic episodes. He has bipolar and schizophrenia, and it would get bad sometimes. This was one of those times. And so I followed his instructions, cleaned it up. About 5-10 minutes later, I was finished. I went lay back down on the couch, and we were just kind of chilling. About 20 minutes later, he gets up, and I look at him, and he doesn't even look at me. And he goes over to that kitchen and kicks it, and I was like, oh my God, what is happening? And I just kind of like sat up, and I was looking. He was like breaking everything from it. He's screaming, yelling, like it was bad. And my little sister, she was just sitting in the living room playing. And then he started to chase us, and it was bad. So then I grabbed my little sister and my dog. My little sister was 1 or 2. I was 5 or 6 at the time. Yeah. You know what? Maybe it's not my sister taking a shower upstairs. Maybe it's raining. I don't know. I'm in the basement right now. But, so, we were in my room, which I had locked for almost an hour, maybe 2 hours. And, after he had fallen asleep, I went into the living room, grabbed his phone, called my grandparents, my mother, and the cops. And during that time while he was asleep, I was able to pack myself a bag, my sister a bag, and my mother a bag. so we could go stay at my grandparents' house, which I knew we would have to do at some point. So my mom always told me if something like this happens, pack our bags, because sometimes we had to go stay at our grandparents' house for a while if he was acting like this. And so I did. My grandparents came about 10-15 minutes later, and my mom came. My grandfather and father fought verbally. Now these are my mom's parents. My father's parents are dead. I never met them. They've been dead since long before I came along. But so that was that. We went to my grandparents' house, and my parents were getting a divorce. It was official this time, and the divorce was official around Thanksgiving time the next year. And so yeah, that trauma that I had to endure throughout their whole relationship seriously stuck with me though, and it was bad. Whenever I was in first grade, so about 6 or 7, I'm just kidding guys, but whenever I was about that age, I was diagnosed with severe depression and anxiety. For that to happen to someone at such a young age breaks my heart. I hear about it sometimes and it just kills me. And I went to a therapist for a while, got better. And then in 6th grade, my mental health plummeted in between school. My father, he still would like text my mom and my grandfather. That it was kind of court mandated that he could still talk to them, and me and my sister had the choice of whether we wanted to talk to him or not. My sister calls him every Thursday. I've made the decision to not talk to him. I haven't talked to him in almost 7 years now, 8 years maybe, because I think, oh, my shoulder. But yeah, but he would start talking to my mom and it would get really bad, and I was stressed, school, friends, so many other like really personal things, and my depression kicked back up again, and I eventually wanted to die, and it was one of the worst times that I've ever gone through mentally. And I developed trichotillomania, which, if you don't know, is a hair pulling disorder. You can get it anywhere on your body. You like pull your arm hair. I've got it at the top of my head. This is all my recent hair growth from the last 3 months. My hair grows really fast, guys. Oh, pigtails, so cute, guys. But so I got trichotillomania, and because I had so much, I had huge bald spots on the top of my head, but as they were growing out, it was really short, and I had pretty long hairs to about right there, I believe, at the time. My mom, she wanted me to cut it, so he had to cut my hair into a pixie cut, and I hated it. I wore it down until about October of last year. Last year was 2024. If some of y'all are watching this in like 2026, Lord knows 2027, I don't know. But I would wear my hair down, and I hated my hair. My hair was my least favorite thing about me, and I just thought it was ugly. I hated it. And so finally, whenever I got confirmed, I started putting it up, and I felt much more confident in myself, and I've been trying to grow my hair out since then. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to make a part 2 because I'm running out of time. So I'll see you guys. Bye. I love you.